Our Bible reading for today is Leviticus chapter 5. This chapter teaches us some things that are very interesting. Verse 1. If you know that someone had done something, then you have to be honest. You need to testify it. But when you refuse to testify it, you become guilty. Verse 2 and 3. If someone unwittingly, unaware, touching anything ceremonially unclean, or touching human uncleanness, but then later they come to realize their guilt, they have to be honest. They need to testify it. They must confess it in what way they have sinned. Verse 4. If anyone thoughtlessly takes an oath to do anything, whether good or evil, though they are unaware of it, but then they learn of it and realize their guilt, they must have to be honest. They need to testify it. They have to confess it in what way they have sinned. In verse 6, as a penalty for the sin they have committed, they must bring to the Lord a female lamb or goat from the flock as a sin offering, and the priest shall make atonement for them for their sin. In verse 7, anyone who cannot afford a lamb is to bring 2 doves or 2 young pigeons to the Lord as a penalty for their sin. Verse 11, if, however, they cannot afford 2 doves or 2 pigeons, they are to bring as an offering for their sin 1/10 of an ephah of the finest flour for a sin offering. You see here, confession and forgiveness are clearly taught in the book of Leviticus. In the New Testament, in 1 John 1:9, it says, if we confess our sins, He is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. Read Leviticus chapter 5 to get the full picture of it.